No more chasing was never mine. No more racing just to beat time. I found a rhythm I can call my own, a quiet drum carved in bone. Peace within, that's where I begin. No need to prove, no need to win. In every breath I learn again to live, to love, to just remain. I sat with shadows, made them friends, let go of battles that never end. Now I walk softer, speak with care, leave space for joy in the open air. Peace ain't loud, don't demand. It lives in stillness, it holds your hand. It shows up slow like ocean tide, but once it comes, it stays inside. Peace within, that's where I begin. No need to prove, no need to win. In every breath I learn again to live, to love, to just remain. So if you hear this song and feel alone, remember peace will guide you home. It's not out there, it's in your skin. You're not lost, you're just within. Peace within, that's where I begin.
So, of course, we are reggae minded tonight because of Jamaica. Jamaica, that little island out there is being thrashed and hard hitted with a storm that is very unusual. So, welcome to Viada's Tiny House Village, where things are very peaceful here. And that song is my theme song for the month, maybe the rest of the year, because I've seen a lot of suffering from someone very close to me, and that's what's going on in Jamaica. So these things are happening more and more and more. Why are they happening is the question. Well, whatever happens, I'm here to remind you that there is a book that can help you get through these chaotic, stormy times. And it's Vegetable Soup for Women. This is the book I'm promoting now and forevermore, I think, because of the way the book was created. Was very magical, very divine, very synchronistic, that 9 people came together and donated stories to this book that really do help nourish your body, mind, and finances. And I want to say your spirit. So I might read a little bit from the book tonight, but I just want to remind you it's still available by sending in the Cash App for $8.99. We had it available for $3.99 for 2 weeks almost, and now you can still get this very nourishing book for $8.99 by sending a Cash App to me, and you'll get it right away as a PDF. So that's why I do these Wednesday shows, to remind you of the therapy, the easy therapy, 8.99 therapy. 9 very special people came together to give you the words, the inspiration, and it's a workbook for you. Now, I want to say something about Jamaica because I heard this woman say some things about Jamaica that we should all be aware of. That storm is very unnatural, and I knew it was unnatural. A lot of people were saying this is weird, this is weird. As all hurricanes, we living in Florida, we always kind of measure the weirdness of the hurricanes. And so I wanted to play a little bit of a woman telling exactly what's going on with this hurricane. Some of you might not believe, trigger warning, trigger warning. It's a little bit spiritual for most of you, but she gives these readings all the time that have been so far very accurate. So I want to play this just to give you a sense of why this hurricane is taking place. And then we're going to just do a little prayer meditation for those who are in the way of this hurricane. And why Jamaica? That's always the question. Why do they pick on these little islands? What's in there in the islands that they need to bring all the storm? So let me play this very insightful uh, insightful demonstration of what's really going on in Jamaica.
Yes, in some way, but that's not the full truth. Did 3 Atlas create the Hurricane Melissa? No. Was the Hurricane Melissa created by humans? This is what many of you sense, yeah. I sensed exactly the same just as I heard about that. Why exactly now? Is it because we're getting closer to Halloween? Yeah. Halloween. It's not just Halloween, they say, but that's also a reason. Okay, thank you so much, Arcturians. Is it because in Jamaica and in Cuba are strong portals? Oh, they try to destroy the grids and the portals again there. Oh, this makes total sense. I have goosebumps. They said the energy there was still very high vibrational and they don't like it. Oh my gosh. They try to suppress the energy again, causing suffer and pain. And you see, this is what I was telling you in my channelings. They attack straight grids, portals, ley lines. There are many ley lines, they say, in Jamaica, Cuba. Yeah, the area, they showed to me some pictures, even the water there. I asked directly, did HARP create that storm? Basically, yes. They used the geomagnetic storms, the solar flares, and manipulated strongly, yeah. Okay, thank you so much for letting us know. I ask one more time again, is Halloween a satanic fest? No. Hallows Eve goes back to Samhain, goes back to the Celtics. It's not demonic, but then no, we have many portal days. The gates are very thin, so we can talk to the other side easily. And they do this always around Halloween days.
Okay, so what she's saying, there's a very spiritual reason and a very how do you say, evil reason for this hurricane taking place, that the manipulation is there by human hands with the HARP technology. If you don't know about HARP, look up HARP, HARP. It's very old information. And years and years ago, scientists, government figured out how to plant seeds in the clouds and manipulate the weather. That's a simple explanation of HARP. And so, whenever, like she said, there are grid lines and there are high vibrational energy coming from Cuba and Jamaica and the islands in that area. And so they don't like that. Who is they? I'd say the psychopaths, the warmongers, the controlling elements of our earth who want to see more and more control over the people on this planet. So HARP was created to control us, and to now they can control the weather with this technology. So all that to say is, instead of listening to the weatherman sometimes, I think we should just shut the weathermen down and send out and what energy against the plan for hurricanes. Hurricanes do not always have to take place if we have enough conscious people moving that energy away from land and away from people who are going to suffer and die. There's probably already a lot of death in Jamaica, suffering for sure. And so in vegetable soup mentality, we mix up the ingredients in our mind, the information that we're getting, and we say, okay, what's really going on here? And can our prayers help? Our telepathic energy help? Of course it can, if we have enough people who think that way. But there are so many people who don't even believe that this mind is powerful enough to make changes outside of our body. That I think is the biggest challenge we have going forward in these crazy times, that people want to believe whatever they hear on the news, on the weather channel, it's going to happen. We don't do anything about it. And there you have suffering and pain because you don't think you have the brain power to change things. I had a pastor visit me today to pick up some books that I picked up from my partner, my friend, best friend who passed. I took all his books out of his house and distributed them all over the Central Florida area, basically, or Orlando area. And this pastor came to pick up some of the Bibles that I was giving away. And he said, we had a Zoom meeting and a woman had a sickness that was so severe. And all we did, he said, in his congregation with the Zoom meeting was send healing energy and love to her. Boom. Her body, her situation turned around and she was healed from what they were told. Then he had another instance where he said he ran into someone who was in a wheelchair and he started talking to them and discussing, do you have the faith to believe that you can get out of that wheelchair? So he prayed for him. He said, you need to get out of that wheelchair. And he said, next thing you know, the man was standing up, walking out of the wheelchair. This is the kind of faith we need today, brothers and sisters, to avoid the suffering and pain. But if you don't choose to operate in that vibrancy, that vibration, that frequency where you can change things, then just get ready for the suffering and pain. And the music I played you can help you get through and have peace within, because we don't have to feel guilty or regret because we can't do certain things, but just be prepared. Because there are so few people with faith to move mountains, as the scripture has told us, then we're going to see a lot of suffering and pain because nobody wants to exercise their faith to move mountains. Now, I truly believe this book that we're offering with the Vegetable Soup LLC, that's the name of the company, can help you move mountains. That's what it's all about. And the people who have read it, I've invited them to come on. Some person had another excuse. Other people had other excuses. Everybody has an excuse these days for not showing up. Okay. So I'm accepting all that and I play peace within. It's in my skin. I'm going to have peace within no matter what other people do. That's my decision. And because I just lost someone who was very close to me, I am practicing peace within, because I know that if you hold on to grief too long, it will affect your cells. Your cells will read your mind and pick up. Your body speaks your mind, basically. Any dis-ease that shows up in the body, it's because the mind and thoughts are speaking it. I'm so tired. I'm so sick. I can't do this. I can't do that. Oh, the hurricanes are going to come. We might as well just get ready for them. Blah, blah, blah. We accept the worst situations. And so the body speaks, the body is the mind, the body speaks the mind. And so I want to encourage you to, number one, get this book, send a Cash App, $8.99, so that you can start renewing your thinking, renewing your mind, because 9 people input their stories in here to help you renew your thinking and to think bigger and better thoughts, that you can do anything. So let us just take a moment to I'm going to play this music again, Peace Within. It's a Tahitian reggae song. And I want you to just take a moment to send love and healing to Jamaica as we play this song, because that's what it's all about, is being thoughtful about people who are suffering. And also, let's just send some energy to the Middle East that always has suffering going on. But we want to especially acknowledge the people who are in our media right now, and the stories that are in our media that are telling us that there's a lot of suffering, flooding going on. And I'm going to play this song that has just become my favorite song of the week, if not forever, Peace Within. Let's just pray that they will have peace within through the storm, and send all the love you can and energy to Jamaica and the islands right now, from your heart, from your brain, that peace will come no matter what situation they're in. They will have peace that surpasses understanding of all the chaos. And we're just going to play it for like a minute or two, to close your eyes, and just imagine your love energy going to Jamaica from your heart energy right to Jamaica.
No more chasing was never mine. No more racing just to beat time. I found a rhythm I can call my own, a quiet drum carved in bone. Peace within, that's where I begin. No need to prove, no need to win. In every breath I learn again to live, to love, to just remain. I sat with shadows, made them friends, let go of battles that never end. Now I walk softer, speak with care, leave space for joy in the open air. Peace ain't loud, don't demand, it lives in stillness, it holds your hand. It shows up slow like ocean tide, but once it comes, it stays inside. Peace within, that's where I begin. No need to prove, no need to.
And of course, it starts with you and me to have peace. If we're going to send it out across the ocean to another place, make sure you're working on your own peace within. And that's with your breath work, breathing in. And there's a chapter in the Vegetable Soup book about breathing through trauma. There's a chapter in the book about making new choices. So we want you to pick up the book. It's only $8.99, or pick up the book. We're so used to picking up a paperback. And actually, we're working on printing some paperbacks of this book because we have had many requests for the paperback. It is now available as a PDF or ebook, and you can start nourishing your body, mind, and your finances by picking up the book. So I didn't want to be on here very long because I'm planning a funeral with a friend. Actually, I think we're going to delay the funeral till later in November, but we're planning it anyway right now after the transition of my dear friend and partner, Mikael Eubanks. So this song has been my saving grace of coming back into peace and purpose. People leave every day. In fact, there are 25 veteran suicides every day, in case you weren't aware of that, which is a reminder for us to reach out to veterans when you can and to pray for our veterans who come home from a combat war. It destroys their soul, but books like Vegetable Soup for Women can help all veterans come back to a peace within. So let me see if we have any comments. We have Four Walls TV joined us tonight. Anyone home? Yes, we're home. We're here. We have just shared. I've just shared what's been going on in my life for the last few days, and I don't see anyone else sharing. I did put this show up a little late. I was debating whether to even do a show tonight because I've been so involved in trying to plan an obituary and the services and all that, trying to help my friend's daughter prepare for the homegoing services memorial for a veteran and all that. Anyway, but my mind said, no, reach out on this show tonight to pray for Jamaica and maybe remind people who watch this later to be praying for Jamaica and to pick up a copy of the book by sending me a cash app for $8.99. And let's see, you can also let's see, what was I going to show? Oh, you can also get my ebook on my by sending a cash up, From Fear to Faith and the Master Design, a book about preventing breast disease. So that's what we're going to talk about on Friday. Friday is the last day of October. And as she said, October 31st is not necessarily a devil's day or a wicked day. It has a long ancient history, just like yoga. Yoga has a very long ancient history, and some people are afraid of even yoga. But don't be afraid. Just be the light. Whatever you do, be the light and shine your light wherever, whether it's scarecrows or ghosts come in and trick-or-treating or what, just shine your light and let people know that love is in your house, this house, okay? So thank you for those who tuned in. We're going to say good night, and remember to create your own tiny house village. You don't need a big house. Here's some I'm going to give you some ideas on how to create a house village. And for all my yogi friends out there, namaste, sat nam, shalom. Everybody have a good evening. Be safe and send love. Continue to just send love to those who are suffering and in pain.